Welcome to another lesson by yourtechvision.com, and I'm going to show you how to make Google Docs accessible. And so there's just a few tricks here that you need to learn. So let's get into my Gmail account, and you will need a Gmail account. So get signed up, get a username and a password.
Gmail, Mozilla Firefox.
And now I'm going to go ahead and use my links to get to my drive, so insert F7.
Only available in virtual documents.
And Firefox will do that several times, or sometimes. Just hit Tab. And as soon as you hear your inbox, you're good to go. Insert F7.
Links list dialog. List view. Double.
Control Home.
HTML.
Hit D for Drive. Enter and open.
Mozilla Firefox. My Drive. Google Drive. Mozilla.
Now the easiest way to get, and this page is pretty inaccessible, so the easiest way to do this is you want to download a drive for your PC. So do a find command here, Control F.
JAWS find dialog. Find what? Combo box. Download.
And just type in download and hit enter.
Download drive for PC.
And there it is, download drive for PC, and it is clickable, so hit your enter.
Google Drive for Windows, Mozilla Firefox, frame, dialog, cancel button.
And go ahead and hit spacebar and accept and install, because accept and install is already automatically
Google
selected.
Drive link graphic. Google Drive install
And it starts to
dialog.
download.
Connect to the internet, to navigate, use tab.
And of course, that beautiful image in the background that a blind person won't see, it says thanks for trying Google Drive. So now it's installing a
Close
drive
activate, press spacebar.
on my desktop. Spacebar and close. So let's go ahead and Alt F4 close.
Confirm space.
So now this is on my desktop. Start key M.
Desktop, folder view, list view, Google Drive.
And there's my Google Drive. If I wasn't on it, I would just hit G and pop to it. And I can hit enter right now. Now I have a ton of items on my Google Drive because I've been testing out how to make this most accessible for blind students. So there it is, and there is my Google Drive, and if you replay this video, you'll actually see all of those documents in my drive online. But the blind student is just going to be completely bypass that. They're going to save everything from now on right here in your desktop. So let's go ahead and go to Word, and I've got a hotkey for that.
Cancel button to activate. Press spacebar. Open in my Alt V.
Let me increase this.
Document 1 compatibility mode. Print view. Edit.
So here's the student.
Enter.
He answers a question. Hands it to teacher on Google Drive. Okay. They're going to go ahead and save this, and I always suggest students save it in two places. Save it in your documents and then go back and move it to your Google Drive, just in case for some reason you lose it somewhere along the line. So Control S.
Control S. Save as dialog. File name edit combo student.
And let's just go with student. That's just easiest right now. So hit enter and save.
Student compatibility.
Okay, so now we need to go ahead and move this to Google Drive. So F12 for save as.
Save as dialog.
Now I know that Google Drive is on my desktop, so I'm going to do an Alt D.
Alt D. Address edit combo D.
I'm going to type in desktop.
Desk. Toolbar, desktop.
Open my desktop. And now I'm going to tap around to my Google Drive.
Tab, 3 tab, shell folder view, items view list box, Google Drive.
And there it is. I'm going to select it, open it.
Shell folder view, items view list box, $@ Google Drive.
And I'm going to save this right in my Google Drive, so Alt S at this point. Now with 14, it has this little hiccup where Alt S doesn't always work. And so what you want to do is go ahead and just jump down with an Alt T,
Save as dialog, Explorer page,
and then tab through, and then just get down to save. So Freedom Scientific needs to figure out that hiccup there. So just be aware that you do have that slight hiccup where Alt S has always worked for your save, but sometimes it does, sometimes it does not right now. So that needs to be a bug that's worked out.
Print view, edit.
Okay. And that's how you do it on here. And then, of course, the teachers will pass the student through Google Drive, and they're automatically synced. So the teacher, whatever the teacher sends to the student is going to come up on this drive also, so they're automatically synced. Let's go ahead now and go to the iPad, and I will show you how to open a document, and then the student can actually start editing it. So I'm back on the iPad now, and I'm using a Braille pen, and what's nice about the Braille pen is it's nice, small, compact, and it's also under $1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and hit H and space, and I'm going to go right back to my Spotlight, If you want to find something quickly, the spotlight is the way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Google Drive, and it immediately starts populating it.
Items found.
Now, the iPad, any iOS device, or computers in general, are learn from your actions, because when I first did this, of course, Google and Google Earth were on top of Google Drive. But now my computer knows
Google Drive.
I'm going to be looking for Google Drive, and it finds it, and I'm going to go ahead and open it.
Google.
And there's Google Drive.
Dock. Close button. Uploads.
So here is my Google Drive, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to another search to actually find the document that I sent here. It's a fun little document. Basically something that a teacher would send a student. It has questions, and the student needs to answer it. So let's just move through, and I'm just doing foreign space to move through.
Shared with me. Starred. Recent. On my iPad. Offline. Uploads. Not starred. Button. iPad voiceover. Item writer and keyboard. Show item details. Not starred.
And if you star it,
not starred.
also, let's go ahead and star this. Then, of course, when you go back to the left-hand side, this document's going to be starred. But I want to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and just go to the document that I want and open it.
iPad Google Drive.
And this is a very typical document that a teacher would send. Okay, so once you open it in Google Drive, this is not really an accessible way to edit information. So you need to send it to a program that will edit it well, and you're going to go to your item view and open.
Item view net bar action icon. iPad Google Drive.
I need to go down, open in,
iPad Google Drive.
and I'm going to open it in Pages. Pages offers a lot of nice options. Bold, italic, etc. Okay, so now it's importing.
Import details. Heading.
Now, it's always going to give import details. It's going to tell you that it's lost some formatting, and it will tell you what it's lost. So I could do one in space and listen to it, but I already know what it's going to lose. So I'm just going to go to Done button and close this.
Add document button.
So now I actually need to go down to the option that I just opened, and I know it's going to be at the bottom of my page.
Today, rename iPad Google Drive button.
And there's rename.
Tap to rename document.
So if I want to rename this right now because I want a copy of the questions without my answers, I could do that. Let's go ahead and just rename this just so you can see how easy it is. I'm going to do 3/6 in space and open.
Rename document. Text field is editing. Word mode. iPad Google Drive.
Okay, yeah, I Google Drive because I have
Done.
no spaces in here.
Mode. iPad Google Drive.
I'm in Word mode. I want to go ahead and change to character mode, and I'm actually just going to put spaces in here.
Characters.
And there's my character, so now I'm going to move back one character at a time.
I-R-D.
Drive. I actually want that as a word.
Space. E-L-G-O-O-G.
There's another space, and I'm just going to put a 2 there.
Space.
Okay,
2.
so iPad 2 Google Drive, I've renamed it, so now I'm going to have an original copy of what the teacher sent me, and then a copy with my answers on it. So when I'm done, I need to go ahead and go back to the top,
document.
and I'm good to go, and I need to go ahead and move forward. Done button, 3/6, and I'm back. So now I'm on edit. I heard that. I need to jump to the bottom again, 4/5/6 in space. I'm going to go back.
Rename iPad 2 Google Drive.
And doesn't that make more sense? iPad 2 Google Drive. It does.
iPad 2 Google Drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and open that.
Name. Date.
Okay.
What year did Columbus sail the ocean blue?
So, and 2-finger touch will just stop him from talking very quickly. So this is not in edit mode yet. It's just going to read the whole document to me, and I suggest the blind student listen to the document unless it's really extensive and they just want to listen at one word at a time, but do listen to at least the first page so the student knows exactly what they're going to do. Anyway, I'm going to 3/6 in space to actually enter edit mode.
Text field is editing. Character mode. Name.
I'm in character mode.
What year did Columbus
I want to go into word mode, so I'm going to go ahead and do
typing mode.
2/3 space. I know it's backwards, so 5/6 in space. There's characters.
Words.
And there's my words. So now I'm going to go ahead and move one word at a time. On the Braille pen, it just happens to be 6 in space to move forward.
Name colon.
Name colon. Typing mode. I'm going to go ahead and type in my name, and I always tell the students they need to type both their first and last name. Let's continue to move one word at a time.
Date colon.
Date colon. Okay, let's go ahead and braille the date in there.
Space.
And VoiceOver is going to read that as minus, but it's not. It's 1-2-3, and of course I didn't do the date correctly, but the student needs to do the date correctly on that. Let's go ahead and move forward.
1 period. What year did Columbus sail the ocean blue question mark?
Okay, what year did he sail the ocean blue?
Space. Space.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and keep moving.
2 period. How old are you question mark?
Now, if a student makes a mistake, so let's go ahead and just do put the age, 21, okay, and they know they wanted 20 or 22, they need to move into character mode, or if it's the last part, they can just do D in space and erase that.
Space. 2B. Space. E. B.
Erase that and go ahead and put the number back.
Space. 22.
That easy. So D in space will easily move you back. If you want to edit, you're going to have to go into Word mode and character mode. You need to move back and forth between those and then listening to one line at a time. Those are completely different lessons. I'm just showing Google Docs right now. So let's keep moving forward.
What is your favorite color question mark?
Okay.
Space. Space. Vu.
Vu. And so I misspelled it. Let's go ahead and get back there and correct it. Okay,
blue.
And now I have the correct word. So now we need to go ahead and send this to Google Docs. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 space to get to the
Documents,
top.
button.
I'm going to move forward.
Undo. iPad 2 Google format. Button. Insert. Button. Tools.
There's my tools.
Tools. Tools. Heading.
Now, right off the bat, here is going to be share.
Share and print.
Share and print. So if I wanted to email this, that's where I'm going to email it, okay? To get to Google Docs, I actually need to choose a different app. So if you want to email it, great. You go for it. That's where you're going to do it. So now I need to go ahead and get out of here.
Tools. Heading.
And I need to go ahead and go back. Escape, which is E in space, 1, 2, 3 space.
Button.
Documents, and 3, 6 in space to select it.
Add document. Button.
Now I need to go into edit. So I'm going to move forward to go to edit.
Pages. Edit. Button.
Yes, 3, 6 in space to edit. Now I know my document's at the end of the page, so 4, 5, and 6 in space.
Rename iPad Drive copy.
I'm going to go back.
iPad Drive copy. Rename iPad 2 Google Drive.
There it is, iPad 2 Google Drive.
iPad 2 Google Drive.
I'm getting
Today,
on the
9:17
document,
a.m.
3, 6 in space
iPad
to
2 Google
select.
Drive. Today, 9:17 a.m.
Now go back to the top, 1, 2, 3 space.
Action button.
Action button, 3, 6 in space to select and open.
Email document button.
I need to
Open in another app.
open in another app, 3, 6 in space.
Open in another app. Cancel.
It
Button.
gives me different options.
Open in another app. Choose a format. You'll choose an app in Pages. Button.
Pages.
PDF. Button. Word. Button.
But truly, Word is so accessible, don't change that format. So back to Word, 3, 6 in
Open in
space.
another app. Cancel. Button.
Okay, now I need to choose the app. So I'm
Open in
moving
another app.
forward.
iPad 2 Google Drive. Choose app.
There
Button.
we are. Choose app button. I'm selecting it.
Open in PDF PR Editor. Button.
And now I'm just going to move forward,
Open in ION. Open in Gmail. Open in
listening
Google
to all the different
Open in
options.
Evernote. Button. Open in Dropbox. Open in Google Drive.
There's
Button.
Google Drive, and I'm selecting it.
Google Drive. Upload item.
Now, there's upload item. Ignore what you're seeing. You need to arrow
Would you
through.
like to upload iPad to Google Drive? Dr. Drive?
Yes.
Once uploaded, you cancel. Button. Upload. Button.
There's upload button. Now, sometimes it actually does come up as an image like that. You can't see it, but you need to keep going through. Think like a blind person.
Starting item.
I'm uploading right now.
Messages.
Okay? And sometimes it will black out like that. Otherwise, it will go to your Google Drive and you actually get the dialog box, and we'll do it again to see if it will. But right now, I want to go ahead and go to my Google Drive. I'm going to go back to my Spotlight because I already know that's the fastest way to search.
Word mode. Search
Okay.
iPad.
And I'm just going to type in Google, and it's going to populate.
Top search result. Google
Okay.
Drive. Top hit.
Top
28
search
items,
result,
clear text.
absolutely.
Button. Google Drive.
There's
Top
Google
hit.
Drive. I'm going to go ahead and go back into Google Drive.
Starting item up.
And now
Google
it starts
Drive.
up.
Item upload complete.
Typically, it will go ahead and do that all automatically. So now I know it's in my upload, so I want to go ahead and move forward.
Search all item. Add new item. Refresh all item. Selected. Shared with me. Starred. Recent. On my iPad. Offline. Uploads.
There's my upload, so I'm going to go ahead and open it.
Uploads.
I'm going to keep going
Recent
forward.
uploads. Heading. Not starred. Button. Photo 2013. 03. 0709.19.49 a.m. No.
There's the photo.
2013.
So that document would automatically go to the teacher. Now, let's see if we can actually force Pages to actually show you sighted people how this works. So let's go ahead and close. Back to home.
Messages.
Go back to my Pages, and we already know the spotlight is the fastest way to get there.
S.
And I
Top search result.
misspelled it, so
Clear.
it's not going to find it for that, so
No
I
items-
hit two
no items-
keys.
No items found. Top search result. Pages.
And look at
Top-
that, P.
19
It
items
already
found.
knows. It already knows. That's how. That's what's so nice about that. It learns from you.
Pages. Top hit.
And there's Pages, top hit.
Selected. Pages. Add document. Button.
So now let's see if we can force this to actually visually show you what's going
Edit.
on.
Button.
Edit. Okay, I'm going to
Done.
jump to the back, to the bottom.
Rename iPad to Drive copy.
Okay,
Button.
go back.
iPad to Drive copy. Rename iPad to Google Drive.
I'm
Today.
selecting
9
that.
iPad to Google Drive.
Jumping to
Today.
the top.
9 action. Button.
Action.
Email document.
I'm going to
Button.
go to
Open
another app.
Open in another app.
I'm going to
Cancel.
send it
Button.
as a Word
Open in another
document.
app. Choose a format. You will choose an app. Pages. PDF. Word. Button.
Word.
Open in another app. Cancel.
I'm
Button.
gonna
Open in another
choose
app.
the
Open
app.
To Google Drive. Choose app. Button. Open in Google Drive.
Now you'll notice it learned from me. Open in Google Drive is at the very top now.
Google Drive.
This
Upload
is
item.
visually what you're going to see now. You've got upload item,
Would you like to upload iPad to Google
and all
Drive
this
on
was
Dr. Drive?
there. It just happened to be
Cancel. Button.
behind the window before.
Upload. Button.
There's upload.
Starting item upload. All items upload. Nick1WMV. Open by me. 2/19/13.
And once you get back, go to the top and go
Search all
ahead
items,
and
new
go
item.
to
Refresh all items, my
uploads.
drive. Shared with me. Start. Selected. On my iPad. Offline. Uploads.
Open your uploads.
Selected. Uploads.
Continue to
Recent
go
uploads.
around.
Not starred. Button. iPad to Google Drive 3.
And
Uploaded.
there is your
3/7
document,
slash.
and open.
iPad to Google Drive 3. iPad to Google Drive 3. Close. Button.
And there it is. So whether it opens up in a doc, you can immediately open it to any place else, but this is for the teacher. So that is how you do that. And you need to have a Gmail account. You can download the Google app, Google Drive app on your iPad, as well as the Gmail app. I just have
Pages.
it down here, a
Double tap to
mail,
open.
and it's already hooked up, so it syncs automatically, so I can easily get in and out of my email very quickly. Okay, so try those skills.